Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we created get test results of user API call in our Spring Boot application. And in today's video, we will create a component in the user module to view the results. And after this, we will write the code to call this API in our Angular application. So let's get started. So in our Angular application, first of all, we need to create a new component, and to do this we will open user module, and in this user module we will right click on the components folder and we will open it in integrated terminal. And in this terminal we will give the command ng g for generate, c for component, and we will name this component as view my test results. And as you can see, our component is ready. Now we need to create routing for this component, and to do this we will open user routing.module.ts, and in this file in the routes array we will duplicate our existing dashboard route. And after this we need to update the path and we will replace this dashboard with view test results. And after the path we need to update the component and we will replace this dashboard component with view my test result component. And with this our routing is completed. Now let's save this file and let's run our application. And as you can see, our application is up without any errors. Now let's go to the browser and let's validate the functionality of our view test results component. And in the browser we will click on this login button, and after this we need to enter the details of user in this form. And after adding the email and password we will click on this login button. And as you can see, after the login success we got redirected to the user dashboard. And now let's click on this view results button, and as you can see we got redirected to user slash view test results route. And on this page for the content we can see view my test results works. And now let's go back to our Angular application and let's write the code to call the API. And in our Angular application now we need to create a method in our service, and to do this we will open test.service.ts, and in this service let's copy this get all test method, and after this we will paste this method here. And then we need to update the method name and we will replace this get all test with get my test results. And after this we need to update the API URL, and after API slash test we will write slash test results. And after this we need to pass the ID of the user, and we can get logged in user ID from our storage service. And to do this we will write slash and then we will use dollar and then curly braces to inject the variable, and in this we will use our user storage service. And after this we will call a method get user ID, and with this our get my test results method is completed in the test service. Now let's save this file, and after this we will open view my test results component, and in this we will open the ts file. And in this component, first of all in the imports array we need to import the shared module, and we will add the import from our shared folder. And after this in this component we need to create a variable to store the test results data, and we will name this variable as dataset and the type of this will be any. And after this we need to create a constructor in this component and then we will inject the test service. So let's create a constructor, and in this constructor we will write private, and after this we will name the service as test service. And after this we will mention test service and we will add the import from our services folder. And after this we need to create a method to call the API, and we will name this method as get test results. And in the body of this method we will use our test service. And after this we will call a method get my test results, and after this we will subscribe the response and we will name this as res, and we will write an arrow function. And in this arrow function we need to set the response in our dataset variable, and to do this we will write this dot dataset is equals to res. And after this we will write console.log statement, and in this we will pass our data set. And with this our get test results method is completed. Now we need to call this method on the load event of the page, and to do this we will create ng on init hook in this component. And in the body of this method we will call this getTestResults method. And with this our code is completed to call the test results API and store the response in a variable. And now let's save this file. And as you can see, our application got compiled without any errors. Now let's go to the browser and let's validate the functionality of test results API by the user ID. And in the browser we will hit F12 to open the console, and after this we will click on this view results button. And as you can see, in this component after the API call we got the response logged, and in this response we are getting all the results of the logged in user. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will create a table in this component, and after this we will write the code to show this data in the table.